Hi, Steph. Janie McCauley from AP. How much did Draymond kind of fuel that last few minutes? You know, and you guys have been here before. He said we can erase 8 points in 4 minutes if we need to. That experience factor. How much did that come into?
I mean, being down 15 at the half, and like you said, starting the fourth quarter, I think it was tied, and they were up 8 at some point. Never losing our composure. I understand we could get some stops, create some good open looks, and get right back into the game. Obviously, we don't want to be in that position, and yeah, every game's different. You just got to find a way to win, and that's what we did. So, winning plays, everybody contributed. Like the last 5 that was out there, you know, Clay playing great defense, Looney taking on that one-on-one challenge with CJ, obviously Andre's strip at the end, you know, Draymond finding Looney for the lob and finishing at the rim. Everybody, you know, contributed. So, very exciting way to win. We got to play better, you know, in the first half for sure.
Front row center.
CJ Peterson, the San Francisco Examiner. Steph, that third quarter was really the turning point of the game, really brought you guys right back into it. As a team, you guys are no strangers to third quarter explosions like that. What makes you, as a team, so lethal in that third frame?
I've never had a good answer for that. I don't know what it is. I mean, we obviously got challenged at halftime to, you know, play with more energy, more fight, more competitiveness, and we obviously answered it, but I don't know what it is. Finding that edge, you know, when our back's against the wall. Obviously, you don't win every game, but we competed. And it was an exciting, you know, brand of basketball for that, you know, that 12 minutes, and gave ourselves a chance to win down the stretch. You know, down 15. It was actually, you know, 13-0 run coming out of halftime. That's crazy. But we've done it before. We don't want to be in those situations though.
Third row, left-hand side.
Steph, Mark Medina, Bay Area News Group. Given that you and Clay have produced so well as a tandem over the years, what are your guys' leadership approaches without Kevin Durant versus normal circumstances?
It's pretty much the same. We don't change our personality or anything. It's just, again, when you're missing a guy like that can produce 30 points, you know, however many rebounds, and just creates so much attention. It changes the way you play a little bit, but when we have those opportunities to be aggressive, do what we do, feed off the other guys that are out there, you know, moving without the ball, just taking shots that we know we can take and make, and playing with that aggressiveness, that's normal for us. But it's leadership-wise, in terms of what we're saying, how we're, you know, handling ourselves, and the energy that we play with, that never changes.
Second row, right-hand side.
Mark Schwartz, ESPN. Steph, take us inside Curry versus Curry, especially in tonight's game when it was so close and you both had so much to do with how the outcome went, and he was kind of really going at you, took the ball away from you a couple of times, hit that big shot. What's that like for you guys?
This was like the coolest experience I think I've ever had playing, you know, against him. We talked about the stage, and he was amazing tonight. You know, every minute he was out there defensively, he was a pest. Made 3 big shots in the fourth quarter that were very timely. And for my parents, I know we've talked about it the whole series, and these last 2 games, it's probably nerve-wracking as heck for them, but it worked out perfectly tonight. He played well, and we won.
Standing up, left-hand side.
Steph, you guys are up 2-0, just like you were last series. Going into Portland, I think it's 17 years last time they played a Western Conference final. What are you expecting in that environment, and where does the mental have to be as you guys approach Game 3?
If we can bottle up our performance in the second half tonight and carry that on the plane with us tomorrow, and get off to a good start on Saturday, that'd obviously be helpful. But they have an amazing atmosphere. It's loud, it's energetic. Fans really care, they're passionate, so I know they're going to be excited. We got to do whatever we can to hopefully take them out of it early. Knowing Portland's going to feed off of that energy, and it's going to be tough to win up there, so we got to bring it.
Third row, left-hand side.
Joe Hughes, KCBS Radio. You faced Andre Iguodala in a playoff series. You know how great his hands are when he's guarding you defensively. Can you give us an idea what it's like to go against somebody with those kind of hands? Because he came up with a big steal for you guys tonight.
He's been doing it for years. He just has a knack for it. He's got quick hands, strong hands. He uses his wingspan really well, and he's just smart. So it speaks so much or so highly of a guy that can have a game like he had, where offensively there weren't many opportunities, but he makes the biggest play of the game to help us win. And he's that so excited about that part of his role for our team, and we want to celebrate that. So he's unbelievable. Every time he does it, it's kind of, I wouldn't say it's surprising, but you're just kind of in awe of it because not many guys can make plays like that consistently.
Far back center.
Ramona Shelburne with ESPN. Steph, are you guys talking out there, you and Seth? Is there a trash talk going on between you two? And because you're 3 years older, right? So you're close enough in age where you probably did that growing up too. But I assume the things you say as men are a little different than what you said as boys.
Yeah, it's not as much as you would think, but there is some. The game's going so fast, you don't really have that much time to go back and forth. And obviously, he's the opposition as much as I love him, and we have history and all that. It's just playing basketball. He tried to distract me at the free throw line in the fourth quarter, and I knew how to kind of go back at him, but stay focused on what I needed to do. But yeah, it's just fun when I have to catch myself a couple of times because I do want to go and just have a little small talk, whatever. But the game, got to stay locked in.
Standing up back left-hand side.
Steph, teams like to post up Draymond, go at him on the perimeter. What are you thinking when you see teams like actively attack Draymond despite the low success rate?
I'm pretty confident that's going to work out in our favor as a team, and he loves those challenges when whether he's oversized or whatever the case is, they want to target him. It doesn't happen that often, but when it does, and you see that the fire in his eyes light up, gets us all going. So his energy is contagious, and when he's locked in and focused and playing like he did tonight, we're tough to beat.
Front row, right-hand side.
Harvey Jones, Quessy Sports. Steph, do you kind of live in the moment, understanding that you guys are the leaders of a potential dynasty?
Yeah, I don't think in those terms. It's just every opportunity we have to play. These are big moments, big games, and the context of what this 5-year run has been and all that stuff doesn't really, dominate my mind when we're out there, competing. We know what's at stake and, what we're chasing this year, this series, this game, and that's the only way that you can really put your best foot forward in terms of trying to get back to the mountaintop. So we'll have plenty of time when we hang the sneakers up to really go back and think about all the different experiences and highs and lows. But right now, we're 2 games away from another finals appearance. It's pretty special.
Final one, back left-hand side.
Yeah, hi, Steph. Ryan Leong, Associated Press Radio. You guys certainly miss Kevin Durant. He may not be back for another week. But do you guys feel comfortable enough now that you've got the cast of characters that, you guys brought even Andrew Bogut back, that you guys can get it done without KD?
We're confident we can win, but we would much rather have him, playing. So we're going to hold the fort down until he gets back and go win, another championship with our full squad. So, with him and DeMarcus as well, we understand how great of players they are and how they, raise our ceiling even higher. But to your point, yeah, we feel like we can still win games no matter who's out there on the floor. And that's why we're in the position we are and have won championships with, all the injuries we've had and all that type of stuff. So we know what the mission is, and we're on it right now.